So sat in a traffic jam here between Alarin and the motorway. It's the typical atasco, as they say in Spanish, of every morning at 7:45. I don't really have to go this way a lot, so I'm not that bothered, just once every couple of weeks. But I was just sat here thinking about the change between spring and summer, which is May, shall we say. This is the Spanish often refer to this period as the cambio de armario, so the change of the wardrobe, where you go from your winter clothes to your summer clothes. And really this year hasn't broken that much yet. We've had cold, wet winter. For us anyway. Many people still be envious of the climate, that's why so many people move here. But for us, it's been a long winter, and I can remember May bank holidays going away with our friends to a hotel and being in the outdoor pool, and this year you really wouldn't be in it. But the reason behind the video, I was just thinking about the kind of things that you have to take into account if you live here in May, and if you are going to come to live here in May, what things come about in May, especially in the business that we're in. So first of all, for people who are looking out to move in May, this is a bit of a crazy time. Sorry, to move over to Spain, May is a bit of a crazy time of year, because it's really that period where everybody who is looking to beat the capital gains trap. So as you know, there is a determined amount of days that you need to be in Spain between January and December to become a fiscal resident in Spain. The general rule is that because the fiscal year is between the 1st of January until the 31st of December, you cannot spend more than 183 physical days in Spain. Remember that most tax advisors will also tell you that once you've got residency in Spain, the days out may count as well. But we're not tax advisors, but that is the general understanding, that if you don't want to be a fiscal resident in Spain during a year, you don't want to spend 183 days between January and the 1st of January, 31st December. So, wow, we've been sat here 20 minutes already. So why is that significant to people who are looking to come over? Well, it's significant because people who are looking to move over, for example, on the non-lucrative visa, are now ramping up their applications to get them in for the end of May, the beginning of June, to hopefully to get a visa out in July, August, September. Some people now will be quite possibly, submitting the capital gains, people who have sold a property this year will be looking quite possibly to be getting their applications in soon, if they're targeting a mid to late July entry, if they haven't spent any time in Spain. Remember that the basic timeline for the visa application, if you're going for a non-lucrative visa, is 6 to 8 weeks to prepare the documents, anything up to 3 months for the visa to be released. And after that, you've got a 90-day visa, which allows you to enter Spain. But this video isn't all about the non-lucrative visa, but that's a bit of a structure, and that's one of the things that we see in May, is the ramping up of people finalising documents, getting into the consulate, because of the main thing is the capital gains trap. Don't forget as well that if you do become a fiscal resident, everybody focus on the capital gains. If you become a fiscal resident, you have to focus on your global wealth and global income as well, because all that will be taken into account. For people who have the luxury of not waiting for a visa, or not having to apply for a visa, of EU passports, maybe, you'll probably be now, but want to avoid being a tax resident this year, you can come in and apply for your residency actually in Spain. So you might be now, you could be a lot more flexible with your days, because you can come in and out, obviously. But the same rule applies, you know. You still can't spend 183 days whether you're a non-European or a European. The fiscal rules are fiscal rules, you know. You have to you have to abide by the amount of days in the fiscal residency in Spain. So you may, got some coffee up my nose. So you may, there you go, mate. You can come out, one out. So if everybody let one person out, the world would be a better place, wouldn't it? You know, that's it. Everybody's here. You know, 3 people rushing past poor guy. He's just trying to get to work, the same as the rest of us, I assume. And no, he must have a nice job with that car. So yeah, if you've got a European passport, you are probably now making your plans to the date. And the good thing about it is because you can be more flexible about when you come in, and you can actually pick your exact date and then do your residency in Spain. It makes it a lot easier than if you're waiting for a visa. So yeah, this time of year we see a ramping up of people who are looking to move to Spain and not become fiscal residents in the year. There you go, white man van, you can come in. Go on in. There we go. See, I'll let one in, then the guy behind me lets one in, the traffic would flow, wouldn't it? So that's what we see a lot when it comes down to residencies. When it comes down to the sort of the governments, the institutions which are involved, offices in residency, this isn't a bad time of year, to be honest with you. It's always, this year we've seen there's been a lot of delays with stuff, but that's pretty normal, you know. That's just our daily bread when it comes to doing residency stuff. But at the moment everything seems to be running well. The appointments abroad seem to be running well, especially in the UK, for example, in the BLS offices. The ACRO criminal records are running well. Everybody seems to be running well, and after Easter it seems to have ramped up okay. In fact, this is our first full week of work that we've had in a long time, because we've had Easter, then bank holidays and stuff like that, and yeah, everything is flowing quite nicely. Here in Spain as well, again, it's quite normal. I think the next time that we'll see anything seriously slow down is going to be August. Again, we know August is a bit of a nightmare for paperwork here, but things seem to be running fine at the moment as usual. If you own a vehicle in Spain and May, you haven't had your vehicle tax by May, then that might be a good idea to chase that up now. I would suspect that your vehicle tax has been issued or been lost, and it'd be a good idea to go and get that paid. Normally you have to go to your town halls to get that, or in places like Alicante have the SUMA offices, and here in Malaga we have the Patronato. So that's if you live in here. If you've got kids here, you will quite possibly be already looking at summer camps for your kids. I know we are. August generally is a lot more difficult to find them, and a lot of people, a lot of my friends have to depend on their families and stuff for their kids. We have to combine working at home, and it's just a bit of a kick, run and scramble, shall we call it, in August. But July there's generally camps for a while, you know, for the whole of July. Already seen them advertised, and we'll be getting our kids booked into them. If you've got family coming over, now is the time to start planning. If you're planning out and hotels, flights and stuff like that, I would definitely say for the June, July, August period, if you are planning on going out with family or going to be doing anything with family, this would be a brilliant time to really start booking stuff up, because prices will start going up now. What else happens in May? You tell me, guys. If you're watching this this channel now, I'm just basically telling you what's coming into my head and going over things about work and stuff like that, of what we need to do. This is a period at the moment where we are looking at, so we have some staff at the moment who are trainees, which are on what I like to call the old YTS scheme, or Spanish equivalent, and then they will need replacing in summer by somebody to help us with the admin. So we've got that going on at the moment, unless we keep one of them on, we don't know yet. Depends what their study program is. So those kind of things are happening at our end. And then yeah, that's about it really. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to mention as well about May, was if you're lucky enough to have a garden and a swimming pool, then now is a very good time to get all your products in lined up for the summer and to get your gardens trimmed. I know a lot of my friends now are already struggling to find gardeners to help them, and our clients, the other day one of our clients said because of the rain that had happened, the normal gardener that he used is just absolutely stacked, and he's got a bit of land there, and it looks like a jungle in the garden, and he just can't get his gardener to respond. Yeah, that is a problem, and that's it. Okay, there you go. Let me know in the comments what else we should be preparing in May, guys. I think that's about all I've got at the moment, and we might even do a June one of these as well. Like and subscribe.